Hi everyone, and welcome to Billy Fitzgerald Golf. And today I want to talk about shallow versus steep. There's a big thing in our industry about shallowing the shaft or shallowing the club on the way down to have optimal ball flight or optimal ball contact. So there's a few different ways of how we can get there, and there's some that I think that are better than others that'll really help you out in your golf swing. So the very first thing that I want to do is make sure we understand what steep versus shallow is. Well, steep, when we're talking about angle of descent, how the club comes into the ball. So if I'm too steep and the club is coming into the ball this way, so someone with a lower swing speed is going to have trouble propelling the ball in the air. Now it's the opposite with someone that has a very high swing speed, because as I go, angle of descent is steep here with a high swing speed, the ball is going to spin quite a bit, and so I'm going to balloon that ball in the air. I'm going to lose control of it, especially if it's windy outside. It's going to be difficult for me to control my ball. We've all seen it. We've been on a tee where someone has teed it up and then the ball goes straight up in the air, and then they say, well, my tee was too high. Well, I assure you it wasn't the tee was too high. Your club was coming so steep, because we're probably over the top, is it made the ball spin and the ball goes up in the air. If you've ever seen a driver with the marks on the top of the club, that's what it is. The club is too steep. Now from down the line, what too steep is, if I get here, and that's where a lot of twisting comes into play. So if I get to the top of my swing and I twist down, the golf club is coming in too steep. Now there are people that teach, and it's just one way to teach, and if it works for you, that's great. Try it out. But I've seen people teach where they turn and then shallow the shaft and shallow the club, where the face gets well behind their hands. And then they've got to twist the face to square and then twist their body so it matches up on the way down. That just seems like a lot of moving parts and a lot of timing, kind of for what I'm interested in. So when I think of shallowing the golf club, and we think of shallowing the shaft, as you swing back, see, it's basically, and this is one of the reasons we got to feel like your hip and shoulder get out of the way. You need to feel how your arms, and this is why we need space, your arms swing down so the face of the club, so the golf club is shallowing into the ball. Now you can see as my arms are going down and the face is shallowing, and what starts to happen is the face starts to move in front of my hands with the weight in the club and into the ball. Instead of feeling, I never want to feel like the face of the club drops below my hands or a faster rate than my hands, because now I'm in trouble. The face is behind me and open, and I've got to do a few things to get the club on the ball. So one drill that comes to mind to feel this is the level drill. So if you were to set up and to feel, in other words, how shallowing works and how it relates between the face of the golf club and your hands, what that relationship feels like, what that spot is, or that flat spot coming through the ball. So again, as you swing back, I want you to feel, again, as we move into the ball, you see how as my arms come down and the face starts to get in front of my hands now, and now I feel like I level the face out. So I start to feel what it's like to shallow the golf club with the face in front of me. Instead of shallow the golf club, make it dip, and then try to twist into the ball. Again, I just think that's a few too many moving parts. So if we slow it down and swing back, and as I change directions, you can see that drops my arms, which drops the face, so I can feel the face of the golf club is in front of me. You're trying to use the momentum of the face in the club so it feels like it gets in front of your hands as you shallow this face out. So you want to, again, work with momentum. If I get here and change spots, you can see how the golf club is starting to go towards the golf ball, and once it gets right here, the golf club will just take off. So I'm starting to square the face with momentum, instead of, if I get here and drop my arms and twist and get the face back here, I can feel how heavy that golf club is. See, it's out of balance. So I'm fighting against momentum, and now I have to fight against momentum again to try to get the face back on the ball. So you should feel that this golf swing, shouldn't feel like it takes a lot to get the face on the golf ball. If you're working with momentum, it shouldn't, where we've all had those swings where it felt effortless. So what I want you to do is get ready to go and swing back. Again, as we change directions, you'll feel the golf club starts to come out in front of me, and feel how the face is in front. So it's in front of my hands, front of my hands, front of my hands. Now as we make a swing, you can see how that face catches up. So as you swing down and the golf club starts to come in, once the golf club gets right there, it unhinges automatically. So if we go ahead and hit one, so the face of the club actually gains speed on its own because I'm working with momentum. So try the level drill. Remember, you want to feel like your arms shallow out, but not so much where the face gets so far behind your hands that you can't catch up. So I hope this helps, and it takes the timing and the effort out of your swing. Like and subscribe to my channel, Billy Fitzgerald Golf. Want to take a live lesson from me, or you have a question? Visit me at billyfitzgeraldgolf.com. And thanks for watching.